one final series of the night, if not two more best of three. I don't want to promise the two best of threes. I'm really gonna see how I feel after this, and I might even be a bit cheeky and check the replays to see how long the other best of threes are. It'd be good to get them casted, but the reality is I could probably cast them at another... I can maybe cast them after tomorrow's stream, actually, which may make more sense because I'm actually going to be alive and awake then as well. That actually might be a good plan. Is that a good plan, Wardy? Sounds like a good plan to me, Officer Ward. Okay, Wardy, good to me. Okay, why am I talking to myself? That's probably the biggest sign I should stop. To the bottom right-hand side of this PvP, our right pro player is ShoWTimE. And to the top left-hand side from Storm Gaming, our blue pro player Strange. Yeah, our Twitch VODs aren't behind a sub wall. I don't really see much of a point in putting them behind a sub wall. We do upload to YouTube as well, depending on what you want to prefer to watch on. We try to upload fairly quickly. We upload 2 to 3 times a day on YouTube. So that's always happening. If you want to check it out, youtube.com/WardiTV. Great games on there, honestly, and YouTube's doing pretty well lately. What else was I going to say, though? I was just going to do a bit of a sellout throw as we go through this PvP early stages. It's 2 gates apiece and just some scouting going down. So as the scouting happens, let's just sell out one final time for the night. If you are enjoying, you can hit that follow button. See, we're going live again in the future with more StarCraft 2 action. We will be streaming live every day until January 2nd. Then I'm going to be away for 2 days as I go to Poland to cast more IEM qualifiers. We come back January 5th, and holy shit, guys, you're not going to understand what's happening. Like, the stream is going to be live so much, you guys are going to be like, "Whoa, I'm so It's going to be legitimately confusing how much the stream is going to be live. Genuinely, it is. It really, really is. So, yeah, loads of action coming up, so hit the follow button just to make sure you don't miss any of it. And, of course, if you're enjoying the stream, you want to support, you want to help us producing all of this crazy amount of StarCraft 2 content, obviously, you can support in a few different ways. You can subscribe is obviously the main one. If you've got that Twitch Prime, you can subscribe for free as well. Hit that sub button, see if it says subscribe for free. If it does, then click it. And then you give us a sub, and then I'm like, woo! And then you guys are like, woo! Because you can install the Wardi emotes, you get the replay pack, and all the rest of it. And you can also gift some subs as well if you're feeling kind. Remember, new subs and gifted subs are 20% off for like another few days, so take advantage of that while you can. And of course, if you're really enjoying, you want to support in different ways, donating, cheering, obviously the other 2 main ways. You can check out our sponsors as well, yada yada yada. That's enough for me for now, I think. Let's talk StarCraft. Let's see the Stalker coming through, and we're all going to see this probe being chased away. So one probe getting picked off already, and the Stalker going to continue to nibble its way through this pylon. This pylon taking some damage here, a couple more Stalkers currently building up for ShoWTimE. I'm just going to be seeing this Warp Gate is about 75% of the way done. A few more Stalkers and a sentry through the middle of the map. Meanwhile, there was a couple of Adepts early on from ShoWTimE, which are going to completely bypass this force. And if they can get up here and in towards the main base, well, that would be a disaster. Now, Strange shouldn't let it happen. He has a probe in position to wall. But of course, he can always make a mistake. And that could obviously suck kind of a lot for him. He does not make a mistake. Nicely done. Meanwhile, Stalkers on Stalkers goes the way of ShoWTimE because he has 4 against 3. That sentry is kind of a weird thing to bring across the map. Very vulnerable, as he will just hallucinate an Oracle. Yeah, usually I'd feel as though you'd leave the sentry at home. As you can see, ShoWTimE just picks off the hallucination, completely denies any vision of his base, and stops his opponent from revealing the robot facility, which ShoWTimE is building into about halfway along there in the production tab. Already 3 gates, by the way, here from Strange as he goes into the blink off the Twilight for himself. These Adepts just shade away, but into the army. I mean, obviously trying to pick up the sentry may have been a better choice. He probably would have had enough shots to kill it here, but missed-targeted it initially. It's just going to be seen again. A few Stalkers, the sentry going up the left side, and we're going to see that pylon does get picked off here and goes down. Twilight Council starts up from ShoWTimE behind the robo. He started +1 flyer attacks. I'm pretty sure that was a mistake. Anyways, he goes into the Observer for now, and we'll see what comes up on the Twilight Council in the near future as well. Again, obviously, Blink is one of the big things we'll be looking towards as something ShoWTimE can invest into Forge as well. So he really is just setting up for kind of a, you know, just moving through the game, not really looking to attack, end it soon, die soon. Just wants to set up and play a real strong mid game and into the later stages. Coronavirus coming down on the Nexus at the moment still as you know, there's going to be seeing the robot facility dropping once more for Strange. We're coming up in his main base, and another sentry just pops out, and get ready to rumble. You have a couple stalkers coming out too, and really getting ready to go. Probe comes down here, and we'll throw down a pylon. Nice little way to kickstart this one, as we're going to be seeing the Forge throwing down this +1 attack upgrade. Chrono Boost coming along. Again, I mean, everything very much so as we would expect things to be, really. ShoWTimE pulling ahead, though. Like, okay, he had a later blink, but Strange never really did anything with his earlier blink, you know? He never really committed to getting on the map. He never took the map control, which you can generally do with this build, and he just didn't get aggressive, which is kind of one of the big things about blink early game. You get aggressive, you know? There's been no reason to defend. And so Strange now moves over, but God, he's been very slow in doing so. To the point where ShoWTimE has multiple immortals, he almost has blink of his own. There shouldn't really be an issue for him unless there's some blinks into weird positions that ShoWTimE's out of position for. But it's not going to happen because these stalkers move up towards the natural for now. Obviously, ShoWTimE, when he gets blink, he's also going to have +1. He's got a faster third nexus. He's been ahead in workers. Everything else other than the blink timing is in a lead here for ShoWTimE. And maybe very slightly the army supply advantage in favor of Strange, but Strange does not have as high a quality an army as ShoWTimE. Is going to see that blink forwards. Oh, I love those force fields from ShoWTimE. He pulls back. I mean, the shield battery kept him alive for a while. Now those probes are being kept alive as well, as those units to the top side couldn't hit anything else. That was nice. ShoWTimE segregating the army, keeping some of it away. I mean, he only just lost an immortal, but I think this was a good trade for him initially. And now he has +1. Now he blinks on the sentry, and there's going to be a counter blink onto the immortals. These guys just blinked into each other. Well, I think that's just going to be ShoWTimE that wins this one. He's just got so much more than Strange. He will lose this immortal as we see a blink forwards on top of this army again. More and more stalkers are just disappearing. There'll be a blink in a moment or so, and ShoWTimE will counter blink again to chase, but he's not going to be close enough. Those 3 stalkers escape. Oh no, they turn! Well, there's another blink available, so for now it's okay. He can get high ground vision, though. He can blink up top. Oh man, those stalkers might get cut off still. ShoWTimE is taking the shortcut. He's found it. He's a Mario Kart Pro. And there it is. He catches him. He comes out ahead, and he will get all, well, 2 of those 3 stalkers in a moment. He'll get the 3rd one as well because he has the blink a little bit faster. He's not using it. And now the rest of the army is there. Okay, so one of those stalkers gets out alive. ShoWTimE. Nicely done, as we're going to be seeing the rest of the army coming up here from ShoWTimE. Warp Prism sets up a few more stalkers warping in. A few sentries coming in from the right side as well, and continue to just push on forward. See a few Zealots, a stalker, +1 coming through, +2 attack from ShoWTimE. It's almost halfway done. Kills though. Just kills that observer immediately. And ShoWTimE just getting aggressive here. I mean, he's got an upgrade lead. He's got plenty of stalkers. He's got himself the sentries to utilize to, you know, really make the kind of fights his own. And he's just going to win out this fight. He has better numbers. He has better upgrades. And that's kind of how the math works out. GG from Strange, and ShoWTimE will just win out in that kind of blink battle there towards the last stages. And that is going to be ShoWTimE taking game number 1 of this. To the top left-hand side, our red Protoss player from ShoWTimE Gaming is Strange. And representing Armor Team to the bottom right is our blue Protoss player, ShoWTimE. We are casting live Lurker, but we're casting replays. These games were played a few days ago. We didn't have an internet connection to stream from, so we didn't get to cast them at the time, so we're casting them now so people still get to watch the matches. Just like to thank you all for all your crazy support today, guys. I know a lot of people who've come in and supported have probably kind of moved on by now, and well, maybe not yet, but I know a few of them are, so I just want to say thank you again to new subscribers, people who gifted out subs today. Had a bunch of donations, we had a bunch of cheers. Today was really crazy, actually. We had so much love coming in the chat, like 25 new subs, I think, or 22 new subs right now. Only 6 subs away from a new sub emote. It's actually great. Well, not even just 6 subs away, like 6 sub points, right? So, like, if you've ever wanted to become a Wardy tier 3 sub, now would be the dream time, because you would literally unlock the new emote, and you would be the unlocker of the emote. That would be a title for you to hold forever. And you get to use Wardy Gold, an emote which is a very rare one in the chat. You could literally show people just how awesome you are every day, in every Twitch channel, by spamming Wardy Golds. But yeah, it's crazy, like so much support today, like so many cheers and stuff like that, so thank you so much, do appreciate it. And it's been really crazy, obviously really awesome to have days like this on the stream. It's actually, honestly, I'm not going to lie, it feels as though we've had so many days like this on the stream recently. Like, seems as though day in and day out we have, well, not day in and day out, but like, you know, a couple of times a week for the last 2 or 3 weeks we've had like really crazy days, loads of support, lots of subs, lots of sub gifts, a lot of generosity from the people. So cancel pylon there, as I think it was misplaced. Strange was going to be blocking his own nexus, so nice for him to cancel that and just fix it nice and quickly, as we see ShoWTimE build into a couple of adepts here nice and quickly himself. Just a couple of adepts on the way up. As you do just see, the nexus will begin to build. Both players go into different openings. The double adept from ShoWTimE versus the double stalker of Strange. And as those first 2 adepts going to start shading across the map and looking to sneak around, get in towards the mineral lines, and maybe get some probe kills throughout these early stages. So going in towards this and looking to see what's going to happen. It's going to be seeing the 2 adepts running up this right side, looking to see what it can do. Is this stalker going to be seeing the stalker just getting pushed back there? Sub Sawdust 88 coming in with a sub. It's kind of is that like a mind? Is that just me guys getting mind fucked here? I see Sawdust 88 just above with like a sub emote on his, with a sub icon on his name for 3 months plus, and now he says he subscribes. Twitch is blowing my mind. Thank you so much for the sub though. Whatever the earth happened. Is that just bugging out? Is that crazy? I'm actually confused. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so confused. All these brains being broken. 2 adepts did not really manage to find their way in. And you Sawdust for the sub. I see somebody hot in the chat. Not sure, says Sawdust. Well, now your 3-month sub badge has just gone to a 1-month sub badge. So I really don't know. I mean, it's gone up a subscriber in the subscriber count, so I guess so. I guess welcome to the family. I'm sorry, I'm just so confused. You're confused. Well, if you're confused too, then we can be confused together. What an experience we can share. Well, Strange is getting aggressive here, guys. He's only on 2 gates, but he's bringing his units forwards in ShoWTimE, currently attacking these rocks. Obviously would not be a good way to start, as there's going to be seen Stalkers pushing in. Now, there is, of course, force fields, and there's also, of course, that shield battery, which is going to go a long way to help. But now, not enough Stalkers in the fight here to actually protect this. Oh, I love this micro from ShoWTimE. Just pulling his units to the right-hand side. What beautiful play. Just pull him to the right, loses absolutely nothing in this trade. 2 great force fields, lets some units further free, pulls to the right and can still engage, and the shield battery just in reach as well. Really good stuff. Why pull to the right? Well, it forces units over here that are trapped to not be able to reach. It keeps you in range of the shield battery while still being able to attack up here. So there you go. Being a sub before and recently back, well, there you go. I mean, maybe Twitch was just getting confused as well. However it is, thank you so much for the sub. I do appreciate it, and welcome back. I know your name was familiar as well, which is why I wasn't like surprised to see you as a 3-month sub or something. I was like, yeah, it sounds legit. Like, I know. Anyways, thank you so much. Anyways, an observer pops out, and there is still this pylon to the left side. ShoWTimE will have a rough idea that there's probably something around. And you just look at that. Sends the Stalker straight over here and finds it immediately. So he's going to be able to shut down this pylon. And obviously just shut down any further warpins for the foreseeable future on his side of the map. Back at home, it's a faster blink out of Strange, as he's also got the slightly faster forge, but not too far ahead. I mean, ShoWTimE has a blink ready to go as well, really. He just needs to start it. He's got the money. We'll see if it is going to be blink, or if he's going to maybe go something a little bit different. I mean, we've been seeing those casting a bunch of PvP in the IEM Pyeongchang Korean qualifiers the other day, and we saw a whole bunch of, for example, glaive-based plays and stuff like that as a kind of a follow-up into the games, and especially to get aggressive like a group of immortals, etc. It can work pretty nicely, so still waiting for ShoWTimE to start up some sort of Twilight upgrade. Right now he hasn't done that, and that just might spell some trouble for him if he doesn't start up something at some point, because generally you would want a Twilight upgrade, because otherwise your gateway units are just not as good as they could be. Oh, he already has Blink. God damn it, when did he get Blink? ShoWTimE's a magician. How did he do that? He just has Blink already. Okay. Well, there's me talking about, again, a gateway, Twilight upgrade. ShoWTimE actually already has the Blink, so that's a complete just... I spent like 30 seconds talking about this as well. I'm like, oh, guys, why isn't he starting anything? Oh, look how far ahead Strange is something. No, ShoWTimE's already got Blink, so... Well, there you go. Dismissed that one on the production tab before with the other action taking place. Obviously, ShoWTimE didn't miss his chance to start it up. Now we're going to see a charge follow up here from ShoWTimE. Going into extra gaze, Temple Archives for that Archon play. Oh wow, this is already nice. I mean, ShoWTimE arrives at the top side. He's going to get a pylon kill already on this third Nexus. Just going to be picking his way through this. Meanwhile, I mean, maybe he loses his own third Nexus as well. He's got 2 Sentries, 2 Adepts, and 2 Immortals. Can he fight this? He's going to warp in 2 more Adepts on top of the 2 Zealots on top of the army. Well, let's find out. It's actually going to be strange to blink away. Guardian Shield comes up. ShoWTimE will not get his opponent's third Nexus. This is a really nice hallucination, actually. He's going to hallucinate here, and it makes it look as though there's enough to really push those Stalkers back. And obviously, it isn't actually the case, perhaps. I mean, one Immortal probably could have been blinked on there by ShoWTimE. It's a weird number of Stalkers ShoWTimE has, so maybe he couldn't have just blinked straight on top, but there's always a possibility. The hallucination definitely does help just make sure that ShoWTimE just sticks to his own, you know, sticks back a little bit, and that was actually a pretty cool play. It's actually a huge play, right? Like, so, you know, 1 Immortal and 2 Sentries do not win that fight. You know, the more I think about this, that was insane. Obviously, with the blink as well, maybe he doesn't blink on top of the Immortal, but like blink micro back, and he just trades without losing anything. But 2 Immortals, you definitely don't trade with that one. You definitely just don't think that you can do anything in time before Stalkers actually start dying. So that was pretty sick. 4 gates on the way up here by Strange, and we're just going to be seeing that Resonating Glaives continue to come on up right now from Strange. So he's going to go Glaives instead of Charge. That does allow to deal quite well with a lot of, you know, high numbers of charge lots, etc. So PvP is such an interesting matchup right now because we've seen so many of these follow-ups into like Glaives and Charge and differences that really make some really interesting setups in games, honestly. The Stalker's going to pick off those rocks, and we'll just create this kind of blockade on this side, something ShoWTimE already did just a minute or 2 ago. Templar Archives on the way up in the main base, Robo Bay coming up too. Second facility, so we are going to see Strange setting up into, I mean, obviously Disruptors were kind of what you would usually expect in the PvP in this case, but Disruptors still something being used. Because of course it is one of those scenarios where Disruptors have just been patched recently, and so maybe they're just not that brilliant as they used to be. Maybe it's not something people want to commit to as much. Colossus on the way out, a couple of shield batteries are dropping on down. So it is indeed going to be Colossi, so there you go. Disruptors not being used here. ShoWTime's army is kind of terrifying. So many Archons and Immortals. Adepts and some Sentries mixed in as well. There's quite a chunk of units just here. So getting set up and looking to see what's going to happen. A few more Zealots going to be warping in, along with a couple of High Temple and Archon will start to morph. One more Zealot coming in towards the third base, and we will see these Stalkers of Strange coming down towards the south side. Standard Thermal Lance is on its way up. It's going to be about halfway done in a few moments. And there is 2 more Zealots just warping in on the third Nexus. 2 more Zealots coming in as well, and but now that Stalker count is not really going to do enough. I mean, ShoWTimE will blink after it, but he doesn't have that many Stalkers himself to really trade. Let's do attack upgrade a piece here. Again, just building in towards that Colossus count. Strange. Building that up. He's going to have 4 very soon. Can ShoWTimE attacking at 4 Colossi? It's going to be difficult. I don't think it's going to be very easy. It's definitely not something you can just go for 100%. I think he's going to have to really think about this. Archon's picking off a pylon here. So that pylon goes down. Still is going to be seeing this the rest of this army coming over to the right side. He's going to hit the 4th phase. The thing is, Strange is going to be very out of position to deal with this. So he isn't going to be able to protect his 4th base at all, and so he is just going to end up losing out. I mean, he just isn't able to kind of take advantage of that at all here. Just going to be seeing these units getting set, ready to go once again. Colossi again into action. They're going to start firing away as a recall comes in from Strange. Oh, I mean, he recalls all the way towards his natural. Oh, but that gives ShoWTimE position to just go on towards the 3rd base. I don't think this was the right idea at all. This was really messy. What on earth? What on earth happened here? Ah, man, I mean, it's going to work out just about. Obviously, he didn't want to take that fight while being surrounded, but God, he took some damage in the process, and That really was messy. That really was messy. Well, more units gather in the center. War Prism unsieges, and we are going to see Hallucination picked off. ShoWTimE still looking for the right fight where he can come in from 2 angles. Oh, the War Prism gets taken down instantly. Well, that's a great start to this, of course, by Strange. ShoWTimE still pushing in as he is going to crash a Colossus kind of far forwards. ShoWTimE isn't winning the fight to the south side, but he's got so much to the right. He empowers the Robo facility over here. Now he needs to bring those units forwards as well, though. He needs to get them on top of the Colossi. These Immortals will just shred the Colossi if they get on top of them, and that's why Strange is desperately trying to kite away. ShoWTimE does not have the Warpins to stick around here, though, I don't think. Oh, does he? I mean, a few Immortals left over. He might just trade this out anyway. Sends another Immortal forward to try and get a Colossus. I mean, if he trades it out, it's not too bad. He's going to recall with 2 Colossi left. Strange stays alive, and actually doesn't do too bad a job of it. 4th Nexus on the way back up. Down so heavily in supply, though. Down a shields upgrade, too. He lost so much of his tech units here, and Colossi cannot be replaced as fast as Archons. Obviously, they can be replaced just about as fast as Immortals. I thought this was maybe going to be I think ShoWTimE just lost a lot on the push through the south side, you know, pushing through this direction. A lot of those units went down very quickly compared to a lot of the units that were on the right-hand side there. Nexus top right does finish up, another pylon coming down. ShoWTimE maybe thinking about taking a 5th base. I mean, ShoWTime's just thinking about pushing once again. This was a good trade for him. As we're going to be seeing this group of units moving through the center. ShoWTimE coming up towards the top, and we are going to see a Stalker getting picked off. Strange just to the top side. It's going to be seeing these units continue to set up. A few more depths warp in. Still units to the right. ShoWTimE setting up here. Mortals as well. Couple of Zealots slicing their way through this pylon. We are going to see this pylon getting picked off. And see Stalker Zealots, Archons pushing up the top right hand side. Mortals again to the south are trying to see what they can do. Zealots charging forwards. Probes are being picked away at. This Nexus is going to go down. Nexus going to fall, and as the Nexus falls, I mean, these assimilators go down. It's the 4th base disappearing once again from Strange. It's just so powerful. ShoWTimE loops some of his army around here, and so if Strange tries to defend, he naturally sets up into a concave against this. ShoWTimE going to try and drop Zealots onto this army once more with the Prism. That got shut down pretty quick last time, but now there's no Stalkers in this. He's going to see these Zealots, Archons, and Immortals pushing on through, and we're going to see these units continuing to chase. So Stalkers will blink forwards here, and we're just going to be seeing the Archons continue to pressure in. A big wave of Stalkers in the back. The Colossi are really shredding though, but I feel in a moment ShoWTimE's going to make his way on top of those Colossi, especially with those Stalkers blinking in. That's a perfect example of how he's going to do that. And now, I mean, there's just nowhere for those Colossi to run. Kiting is great, but only if you've got somewhere to kite to. I mean, maybe you can go up the left side, but it's just not really moving away. And that's the GG.